Coach Evans, a tough a 2-1 loss here to Cleveland State. I know it's frustrating, I'm sure. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but is it kind of another lesson? I mean, you had a good first half, had a 1-goal lead. It maybe could have been more. I mean, it's just kind of a lesson to a young team about just putting people away when you have the chance.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be a lesson. I mean, every game you play is a lesson, and this is by far no different. For us, yeah, we put a goal away in the first half, so it was nice. We won the first half, made it a little bit of a battle. Talked to them at halftime, and I think that they needed to go after and get the second. Unfortunately, we came out in the second half a little flat and kind of started to let them come at us a little too much. Bottom line, I think, credit to Cleveland State. They outworked us, Mike. In the second half, definitely they outworked us. So it needs to be a learning experience for our group, because if we can't take anything away from this, then that's where, we'll start to have some issues. But, I think it's an eye-opening thing.
Let's go back to the first half for a second. Your goal came from freshman Jessica Jarvis,
yeah.
And I don't want to say it came out of nowhere because BG possessed the ball, but I mean, it was a long distance out and it was just a blast. I mean, can you talk about what you saw on that play?
Yeah, JJ has worked extremely hard. She's getting time on the field that obviously is very, very well deserved. The big thing for her is, she kind of they find her feet, and she had a chance to face up, take a look at the goal, and just hit an absolute rocket, and found the corner, which was great. And the thing that's tough is, we try to get him to pull the trigger and test the goalkeepers. I feel for JJ because obviously a great first collegiate goal, and it kind of takes a little bit away when you're not able to cap things off with the result.
You, for the most part, I don't know if it was the entire game, but for the most part, she and Demi Whitaker kind of traded off spots at that attacker spot. It seemed like you got a good work rate, a lot of effort from that tandem. When usually one at a time in, but just
I think that Demi and JJ are really kind of settling into things. I think I said it the other day about Emma Norris. A lot of the freshmen have stepped up and really provided a great work rate. That as long as that continues to be consistent, we just have to sort out getting them worked into the system and getting used to playing with some certain personnel. So they do a great job on both sides of the ball. They're competitors, which I absolutely love about them. They are great with the ball at their feet. They provide a little bit different of a look. Sometimes when you're playing with Demi, you might be able to do some different things as opposed to when you're playing with JJ and vice versa. But they've kind of locked that position down for us really well the past 2 days. And I appreciate the effort. It's just now we need to kind of get some stuff around them and start putting the ball away.
You played, if I'm not mistaken, a total of 20 kids today.
Okay. Yeah.
Roughly the same number on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a product of it's early season, you're looking to get kids some work? Is that you're still just trying to solidify who your top kids are and you're just trying to give everybody some time?
I think it's a combination of both. Obviously, with not getting a result on either game, clearly we're still looking for the right personnel to get things done. So we're kind of looking at some different pairings, looking at some things. But the other side, too, is that we need to use our depth. We have the ability to bring some players in off the bench at any point in time. Obviously, you saw today started a couple different faces than we started on Friday, just because, we're trying some different things. And, it's going to be a competitive environment. And so, if they're showing well, then we need to kind of, make sure we reward them and get them on the field. So I think it's a little bit of a combination of both.
Okay, and you've got a week off now till your next match.
Yeah.
I know this one just wrapped up and you're still processing, but what kind of things will you look to do between now and next Sunday?
Well, I think it's an interesting scenario because, like you said, we only play once next week. So unfortunately, we have to sit around for an entire week and remember this taste and this feeling, and kind of there's not much that we can do about it in terms of a game environment. For us this week, obviously the kids start classes, so it throws a little different dynamic in. Preseason's over, but for us personally, I think first we need to take a look at things. We need to take a look at some film, get back into taking care of the details and re-identifying with what Bowling Green soccer is all about. And obviously we'll take a look at IUPUI. We'll do our homework on them and get to know a little bit more about their personnel and what they're trying to do. But the focus really needs to be on us because for us, if we can start connecting a little bit more, get that work rate back up in terms of a consistency thing, and put together a 90-minute game, we're going to be in good shape. So it's a little bit of both. Focus on ourselves and look at those things, but obviously be mindful of the opponent that's coming in on Sunday, and hopefully start taking care of our home field a little bit more.
Okay, thanks, Coach. We'll catch up with you down the road.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Thank you.